Hi, welcome to my channel. How are you doing today? I hope you are doing okay from whichever part of the world you're watching this video from. My name is Lubem. I'm a doctor in training. I make videos based on health. I give medical advice. I also create public awareness on some of the diseases that people should know and should be careful about. Now, if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share this video across your friends and relatives or to anybody who you think might find this interesting. In this video, I'll be talking about 4 things you should avoid as a man. So this video is actually for everybody, for all the men, right? The women can come in too, but this is basically just for the men. So let's get into the video. Right, the first thing on the list as a man you should avoid is masturbation. I understand that pornography has inflicted or has infected the whole internet. And the reason why I said this is because we are becoming more addicted to the internet. We are becoming more addicted to social media. So as a man, masturbation is not actually a good idea for you. Now, you might see a lot of videos that will tell you that masturbation is actually good because it reduces the risk of you developing a prostate cancer and all of that. I've seen videos like that actually. But that is not a good advice for you because it reduces your testosterone level. Now, testosterone is a very essential and a very masculine hormone in the male body. Most of people who have transformed themselves, I'm talking about, you know what I mean, they are men, they wanted to be, or they are women, they wanted to be men. So actually when they are being transformed, high dose of testosterone is being injected into their body so that they start developing the characteristics of a man. So the more you masturbate, the more this hormone goes down. And testosterone is a very important hormone in the sense that it aids in motivation. It kind of is a hormone that motivates you. It's a hormone that actually makes you active, makes you muscular, and gives you the confidence that you need. Actually makes you want to do something as a man. So if this hormone is going down, every single thing slows down. Everything slows down. Sometimes some people get depressed because of this masturbation. So your reason could be is because you don't have a partner or you don't have a wife, you don't have, I understand that. Religiously, it could be that you don't want to indulge in any form of sexual activity because of, it depends on your type of religion. So you might not really want to do that, which is very good, but you might still understand that masturbation is even the same thing you are trying to avoid. So why not just avoid it entirely? So I'm talking about the medical perspective of masturbation. So you might have other reasons, religiously or any other reasons I'm not actually interested in. I'm talking about the medical aspect. It reduces your testosterone. Your testosterone is very important for the male. It's a very essential hormone. So if that hormone is lacking in your body, you just automatically become less motivated, dull, a little bit depressed. The second one is to avoid abuse of alcohol. Now, as me, I understand. It's the booze is actually interesting for us because when you go out with your mates and then you have a couple of drinks to take, that kind of feels good, but don't abuse it because it backfires. The implications of alcohol or the abuse of alcohol is very, very bad. It's very bad to the point that if I want to make a video about that, it will be very long. So abuse of alcohol is very bad. Not only will it cause so many clinical implications or complications in your body, it kind of reduces your ability to function well. Because imagine this, every single time you are drunk and you're drowsy, you lose a lot of respect. It causes a lot of harm to your kidneys, to your liver, and if care is not taken over time, you might present to the clinic with a lot of abnormalities, and then you will still be the one spending more money because now you just happen to be stubborn. Here you are. So avoid being alcohol abuser. Use alcohol, please, moderately. The third one is avoid a sedentary lifestyle. Now, I cannot even stress this as much as I've always wanted to, but let me just say this. Remove yourself from this facade or this whole ideology that it's okay for you to be fat, it's okay for you to be doing nothing, to be idle, to wake up and then sit one place. Now I'm not shading anybody that is fat. Please and please, I'm not trying to insult anybody that is fat. If you are fat, naturally you just fat. There are some people that actually they didn't plan to be fat, so maybe genetic wise they just happen to be fat. Now I'm not shading anybody, please and please, I'm not shading you for being fat. But if you purposely allowed yourself to be fat and then you think that is healthy for you, regardless of how, you are young and then you allow yourself to be that fat, overly fat, and then you think that's healthy, is very bad. So as men, avoid a sedentary lifestyle. A sedentary lifestyle is very bad for your system. It's one of the risk factors in cardiovascular disease. So someone who develops a cardiovascular disease or who has a heart disease, if you check their history, if you do a history, you discover that most of them, not all, most of them, their lifestyle is sedentary. They are not active. They are not active people. People who are usually active, it's rare for them to have a cardiovascular disease or a heart disease. Some might have, maybe if they have a history or maybe it runs in the family bloodline, they could have that genetic wise. But developing it aside from genetics, then most times it's people who are not active. So as a man, regardless of your type of work, any type of work you are doing, try as much as possible to be active. Do some exercise. It's very important for you, to help you, most especially when you are approaching your 40s. Now, as you get older, your activity reduces, your strength reduces. So most especially for those men who are young, your 20s, try as much as possible to use that energy you have to make sure you make your body or train your body or trim your body to be in the best shape possible and reap what you've sowed later in your life. You might even you will actually be happy later in your life and realize that wow, you actually did a good thing for us. So avoid a sedentary lifestyle. It's not good for you. There are so many complications or health implications that come with a sedentary lifestyle. Now the last one, which is not the least, smoking. Now, people smoke. The rich, the poor, a lot of people smoke, right? And then you ask yourself, well, if people smoke, why is it, if smoking is actually bad, then why is it that some people, they smoke for their whole lifetime and they don't have any problems? Meanwhile, some people, they just smoke for a day or a week or just a year, and then they are presented with lung cancers and all sorts of implications or health complications that come with smoking. I know probably you must have asked yourself that question. Well, there's an enzyme in the lungs that help to detoxify most of the components that comprise most of the cigarette or weed or all of this from smoking. So about 5% of the world's population, some don't have it. So if you are the type of person who do not have that particular enzyme in your lungs, then if you just smoke, even if it's just 1 week, even if you are not even a smoker, even if someone smokes around you, you might even present with lung cancers. Meanwhile, for those that have that enzyme and it's in the very high, the enzyme still have subclasses. So some still have the particular enzyme that is actually strong. So their whole lifetime they go smoke till death. They might not have any lung cancer or anything. But it's not a must that they will have a lung cancer. There might be other implications of smoking. So choose, most especially some of the cigarettes and some of the things some people smoke these days. It's not actually even good for them to smoke. It contains too much chemicals, too much toxins. And when this goes into their system, it actually creates a lot of problems for them. So you might see some people smoking cigars and some of these expensive cigars people take. Those ones could actually have less chances of presenting lung cancers, in the sense that they might have lower toxic chemicals in it. But I'm talking about these local ones people take. I know you must have seen any of these things. It's actually very bad for your system. So I'm saying it from the medical perspective. So you might have other reasons why you smoke, you might have your own point to back it up, but from the medical perspective, it's actually a very bad habit that you should try as much as possible as a man to avoid. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, share this video to your friends, your relatives, or everyone across this platform. Also, subscribe to my channel by supporting me. I will leave my email in the description if you want to send me a private message. If you want to actually talk to me privately without actually having to say anything in the comment section, you can send me a direct email mail on my email. I'll drop that in the description. Also, my TikTok as well as my Twitter is in the description. Follow me up where I host spaces and lives weekly. Thank you so much for watching. See you in another video.